Using weather to your advantage in doing yard work. William Hovey Smith, 2024. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. The status of my cleaning up around my house is being delayed in some particulars and enhanced by others. We were shut down with a fairly good rainstorm yesterday, and so it made the soil we were working with actually too wet to effectively sieve. So I've discontinued working to clearing around my gas lines at the moment. But the rain has softened the ground around this chimney. So I'm going to be able to grub up these trees that are growing beside it. And what these are, to give you perhaps a better view here, do you remember in earlier episodes when I was pulling up a bunch of stuff that was maybe 2 or 3 inches tall? Well, that was around the other side of my house. But now, this is what happens if you do not get it or keep it mowed down. This was so close to my chimney foundation that I couldn't reach it with a mower, and so these grew, and they will grow. And so we're going to try to get these out today. Now, Hound Doggy is assisting in the digging. She's digging out a cool spot to lay in. And she's disturbing the soil, which is just fine. It's all right now. The numerous poison oak roots on the ground and beneath are, of course, helping this tree to resist being pulled. So I've got to get this auxiliary stuff out first. So we're cutting them out and we're pulling them out first and trying to get as much of the tree roots itself exposed so that we can get something actually underneath the present existing exposed trunk and actually pull from the root base. I've used smaller tools to work around this chimney base, and so far as the tree goes, the roots actually make a right angle turn. And so I've taken my mule tape, put a loop in it, and attached it to the roots itself. Now, had I put it around the trunk, one possible result would have been just to strip the branches off the trunk and not actually move the tree as tightly held as it was. I should be able to pull it out cleanly just using my lawn tractor here. Support this channel by buying my outdoor books, business books, novels, and recommending them to your local libraries. I have a variety of books on a variety of subjects. And coming up right now is archery season in Georgia. It is rapidly approaching. And one of my favorite tools for archery hunting is a crossbow, particularly now that I'm older. But even for you younger folks, it is not unlikely that at some stage in your life you might be injured to the point where you cannot use a bow temporarily. Well, using a crossbow will still enable you to get into the woods. And that is a purpose of my book, Crossbow Hunting. Now, I've killed a variety of game crossbows, and these include deer, of course, as well as wild hogs, alligators, and black bear. So, get your crossbow, get it ready, and get out there. We've had a modified success. With hand tools, we dug it back approximately a foot from the corner of the chimney and nearly a foot down. And there you see a little bit of the root exposed. but that part of the chimney is dry. It didn't get very much of the rain, so we went ahead and cut it off. And I'll have to work that corner by wetting it as a separate deal. Hera's doing a good job with the excavations over here. Yeah, I'll certainly not refuse paw power when I can get it. We have our tree hooked up by the roots as we did before, and I want to pull with a tractor to see if we can get as many of these roots as possible and as long as possible. Looks like our mule tape has failed again, so we'll use a stronger method. We've lashed up with a stronger cord, so now I think we can get it. We needed a stronger rope and we needed a bigger tool, and so we're going to pull it with my truck. It's getting hot out here, particularly next to this white reflective house. So we're going to change up our work a little bit and use this heat to our advantage. We've chopped up these two saplings here, and I'm going to put them on the burn pile, and despite it being wet and the wood being green, we are going to burn. I've layered the pile with waste household paper, political ads, a lot of them, and then that stack that you see is alternating pine straw, dry wood, and the poison oak vines, and roots mostly, along with the new material that we just added from the trees that we cut. Although it is a messy looking fire, it caught and is doing what it needs to do. I added some more drier dead wood to it, and so it is actually burning and consuming the poison oak roots as well as the green wood we just added. It just takes a lot of preheating to get it going well. As it turns out, I do not lack materials to put on my burn pile. This tree, it's an oak, and where it fell into the yard, it's maybe 10, 12 inches in diameter. And so, yeah, I have a lot of stuff to get rid of now. Got a hot bed of coals now, and we're in the final gasp of burning up the material we grubbed out of the ground, as well as the green material we added later. As you can see, the wind's getting up a little bit now. So yeah, I'm going to quit, although the ground is still plenty moist. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal. be ethical, be safe. Goodbye. God bless, and see you next time.